Look good. We did a full practice. We had a lot of contact in practice today, so we'll see. Obviously, how he feels when he cools down, but he looked good today.
What sort of things did you notice about his shot and his ball handling, that sort of thing?
It was fine. It was normal. He knocked down some big shots. He went into the paint a couple times and finished with some contact. So all positive signs from him today.
You said yesterday that you didn't really have an idea of what went wrong. You saw the tape.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a tough tape to watch last night. We came out ready to go. We came out ready to play, and you know, defensively, we started having some slippage, and then they turned up their defensive intensity, and instead of countering that with cutting harder and setting better picks and doing those type of things, we got a little individual last night, and we struggled. They got great on ball defenders. Adams is a monster. He was blitzing all the pick and rolls that he was in. They were loading up with their length and size, and it just it slowly started slipping away, and we lost that. We lost that fire and that togetherness that we've had for most of this year.
You just mentioned togetherness. There have been a few players who expressed that guys haven't been playing for each other for the last just how concerned
Not overly concerned. It's when you're in losing streaks, everything's magnified, everything gets pointed out. Um, we got a good group of guys here, that came in again today, worked their tails off and competed and went at each other, let off some steam from losing, and it's got to find a way to win a game, and things will get back on track.
You guys started off the season very strong on the defensive end, but there's been some of that defensive slippage.
Some
a lot, perhaps. And you've been trying new things in terms of a few games ago, you were blitzing pick and rolls with Julius in the drop coverage last night. Are you in a place where you're kind of searching for a solution to get that defensive mojo back?
Well, we're searching for what's best for our groups. We have injuries, and with injuries, there's been different lineups. To start the season, we had a first unit and a second unit, and we knew what they did really well, and we knew what their strengths and weaknesses were, and they executed those plans. And obviously, with lineup changes and different people having different strengths, it doesn't just affect one person when someone comes in or out of the lineup. It's the whole unit and how we can scheme against who we're playing against. And as the season goes on, we realize that for us to be a consistent elite defensive team, we have to have multiple coverages. And we're a young team without a lot of practice time. The only way to really get reps at whether it's a drop or if it's a blitz and what our rotations look like out of a blitz is to do it in the game. And because where we're at, a lot of times there's some mistakes in that. We're second late here, but we know that going into it, it's not it's part of growing is getting reps at something, game speed, and seeing what it looks like on film, and then doing it again and doing it again. So there's a lot of different things, but for sure our number one priority has to be to get our defense headed back in the right direction again.
And Chris mentioned the last guys is embarrassing. The kind of was gave up. What types of reaction did you get from your guys post game?
Post game, it was a disappointed locker room. I never like to harp too much after a game. I think people are emotional. A lot of times, I'm emotional myself, and then it takes me going home and watching the film to have a clearer vision, message of what needs to be said to the guys. So, and we keep it pretty short after games.
You've been talking about all those things that have been accumulating over the last 8 games. How much of that do you attribute to the games you haven't had Lonzo and having able to have it?
Oh, he's a big part of it. He's so much more than just a talented player for us. He's a guy that like we said all along, he makes his teammates better. That's why our organization is so high on him, from the center position to the shooting guard position. Everyone plays better when he's out there. And one of the surprising strengths Lonzo's had for us this year is his defense as well. His size, his length, his anticipation. He gets deflections for us. So we've missed him a lot, but we still should have been doing a better job without him on the court.
You guys had that big losing streak last year. Does this feel different in any way, or pretty comparable?
Well, I feel like I have to go look at the 8-game losing streak from last year, but we've had our fair share of winning, within this losing streak. Last night, obviously, was in the Minnesota game where probably the low points of it. But yeah, losing is hard. It's tough to remember how dark you feel a year ago, but it's a frustrating time right now.
A lot of times when a streak like this, you can get players that try to put blame on something, place blame on something else, whatever it may be. Are you noticing the players place that blame on themselves and take ownership of what's going on, what you're doing?
No, it's a team thing, and from team, coaches included. There's no blaming each other. There shouldn't be blaming each other. I haven't seen that. You should always look at yourself first before trying to point out flaws of others. And I think we have, like I said, we got a good group. And, we recognize some things that we're not doing well. We recognize the fact of how we play when we're at our best, and now it's just getting better at those things and getting back to being our best selves. No. Today there's no. Some days you don't need talk. You just need to compete, and the message is out there. The message is very similar for most days. And they've heard it a lot. So today was more of a let's get on the court and compete and put actions to it.
How important is this games subtop teams not very good on the road?
They'd be nice. It'd be nice to get a win. So
as far as just the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, well, we always have the opportunity to do it. These are all NBA teams, so if as a group we don't show up to play or we don't give them their proper respect, we're not going to win. So they got talented players like we do, and and they're good. It's good opportunities, but we got to show up to play to get our wins.
Most of the young players need to make it on state championship.
To me, it always comes back to hard work and honesty with what we're doing. And when you work hard and you have a group that is believing in themselves, it'll fix itself. So it is hard, it is frustrating, but until I come into practice and see our guys decided to stop working hard, that's when I'll be worried. And that's not the case with us. Come in today, and it was as competitive as it's been since day one. So we'll be fine. Well, you don't stop from getting frustrated. It is frustrating to lose, but I believe in this group. I believe in the fact that with repetition and hard work and unselfish players, good things will work and good things will happen. And it takes time and it takes patience and it takes commitment. And I think we have all those things with these guys.